I don't know if it's true or not. Cara Jones rung Joe, who was here the other day, wanting to know if Brian Goodman was dead. And again, Brian Numbnuts Goodman, for elaborate close in this, where I used to stay. Sometimes when I was in this, wanted to be kingpin, centre stage, #1 player, #1 assassin in my assassination. Posting all over social media, the big diss Facebook groups, not only claiming that I am the big Black Panther, Sandringham serial killer, but claiming he and only he can prove it. No one else can, only he can, according to Brian Numbnuts Goodman. Again, for elaborate close in this. Another big liar, pants on fire. Also claiming the Polish would kill me. He did have 3 Polish lads staying with him at the time. Over 700 Polish in this, over 1,200 Eastern Europeans at the time. So they believed that big monster lie, that I was responsible for the death of a 17-year-old Eastern European girl. You certainly would be brain bred dead. They would avenge her blood. And again, Simon Bailey don't cry, and his blonde host plain clothes lover. Not true detective. No Black Panther. Sandringham serial killer here. Black wizard. Terrorist issuer. No Black Cat. Copycat. Black Cat of Burston. Son of Sam. Sandringham serial killer. Really don't think so. A lot of people did try and stir up the Eastern Europeans in this, to do their dirty work, make me disappear. But fortunately, I do know a lot of the Eastern Europeans in this, and I was working with some at the time. Daniel and co. did ask me about it. So I was able to put them in the picture. High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid Host, Red Dragons. Again there, High Royal Blue Crime. 17-year-old sex trafficked girl, abused and hunted, found dead on New Year's Day. Royal Sandringham Estate, Killing Fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. And as always, how do I know? Little birdie told me so. And at the same time, Epstein and Andrew were trafficking women, young girls, children, boys and girls, through royal estates with royal clearance for members of the royal family, aristocracy, other so-called elite clients on the UK's Devil Island. So the death of this young girl was only the tip of the iceberg, opened one big can of worms they had to cover up. Keir Starmer did cover up the murder on the Royal Sandringham Estate, Killing Fields. He was head of Crown prosecution at the time, made that one disappear. Also covered up Jimmy Savile. King Charles, bosom pal, the most prolific, horrific paedophile on the UK's Devil Island, also procuring children for members of the royal family. So plenty of grooming gangs in high places, the royal grooming gang, who consider it to be their royal privilege. And Keir Starmer and the Labour loonies, Andy Burnham and the Monkey Mayor, also tried to cover up the rape of Britain and the capital, the London, with the police, the social workers and the councils. Tried to make that one disappear. The Muslim vote was more important, and the lives of thousands and thousands of young English girls have been through the most horrendous ordeals. A lot of the grooming gangs were very sadistic also. So again, tried to make that one disappear. And Christianity, Islam, two big opposing forces, totally opposite, two parallel stories. One is true, one is a big monster lie. So all the crimes are all coming out, and everything that was happening on the Epstein Island is certainly happening on the UK's Devil Island. 7 Facebook accounts also burned down since the latest release of the Epstein files for exposing high crimes, blue murder, monster lies and cover-ups. There was talk in the Epstein files of another young girl who was murdered. This time did involve Andrew and Epstein, Frogmore Cottage, another young girl who was murdered in a satanic ritual that also involved Andrew. Some very unsavoury characters. They've been investigated by Surrey police. 2 other girls, young girls, who were forced into rough sex and murdered, buried on a golf course. All in the Epstein files. So when I shared that on Facebook, Facebook burned down all my Facebook accounts. Facebook complicit in high crimes, covering up high crimes. And over 70 million views on TikTok, but my 28th TikTok account burned down recently as that was pouring down with rain. So I did do a video on the rains list that anyone can Google or look up on YouTube. The rains list does expose and reveal a lot. But one thing the rains list does reveal, expose, is how they wear claws to claw their victims, human hunting parties, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. So when I shared that to TikTok, I got my 28th TikTok account burned down. And that's been exposed recently on TikTok, how the TikTok app has been heavily used for human trafficking. So TikTok certainly all in the bag. The truth is a violation on TikTok. Big tech, again, big tech social media, 7 YouTube channels also burned down that had no strikes for exposing the truth. The proof, the evidence and the facts, freedom of speech and expression, freedom of choice, peaceful protest of innocence, hence why they will pay to make you disappear. But it's all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, frames and fixes switches, monster lies, bogus diagnoses, and certainly not mine.
What up, Johnny?
How you doing, alright? So Prince of Darkness, ET hybrid host, Red Dragons, their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day find.
Oh, I love you.
September blue murder, certainly not mine. Love you too. I've got a habit of saying that. So no red car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Wayne Kissons, Brady Huntley, Fred West, and that's very interesting observation. The youth in this have got more savvy than most of the adults in this, who are all now going to be banned on big tech social media. I mean, the rape of Britain, thousands and thousands of young English girls have been through the most horrendous ordeals at the hands of some very sadistic grooming gangs, which was allowed. People were complicit in. I think there's 10 police officers in Rochdale and now under arrest who actually took part with the grooming gangs in the rape of the young girls. So all that could be, they could be complicit in, and all that could be allowed, but they're not allowed on social media. And when the youth of this country realise what Keir Starmer and the Labour loonies have done, Andy Burnham and the Monkey Mayor trying to cover up the rape of Britain and the capital, there's no youths in this country who'll ever vote Labour again, along with the police and the councils and the social workers. So plenty of high crimes. Jack the Ripper crimes, certainly not mine. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis, boys in blue. Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde host plainclothes lover and her partner, not true detectives. So a very deadly serial killer virus in this Norfolk UK, certainly have infected everyone apart from me. All delivered by this post office, Royal Mail, Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, Postie Mayor, this Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafias, the local mob, all their cronies, spies and informers, pushing all their mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats in this Norfolk UK. Well, you do have to run, fly, go, disappear, follow your golden compass. I do move around a lot anyhow, just been giving Steph a hand, been a tough old year for her. She got more hospital this week, so has Joe. Steph's been going through cancer, all the cancer treatment side effects and complications. She ain't been too good recently, otherwise I certainly wouldn't be here. I'd be long way away from the war zone, which is this, but no black cat, copycat. Black cat of Burston, son of Sam, Sandringham serial killer, one big warring dish. You can certainly take a very big hit. Again, they will pay to make you disappear, or to cover up high crimes. Royal blue murder, frames and fixes switches, monster lies, bogus diagnosis. Certainly not mine. Have had some big run-ins in this, physical altercations with the wrong people. And there's always those who'll do other people's dirty work, and others who'll do anything for money, drugs and alcohol. And a man just drove 270 miles to assassinate, murder and Wickham. So you certainly can take a very big hit. And again, as always, we're all in range of war, bio warfare, cyber warfare and war on a day just like today. The unexpected when you least expect it. Certainly can come as a thief in the night, first strike. And death threats for a price on my framed fixed head and a big surprise I will not see coming. So again, sometimes innocent men do have to run, fly, go, disappear, follow your golden compass. So will you escape in time? Will you get out alive? 85 seconds to midnight, time is running out. And the Lord Jesus Christ Joshua is the key in the door to our freedom now. Also our eternal freedom. God's one and only perfect rescue escape plan through the Lord Jesus Christ Joshua. So will you escape in time, or will you be left behind? Anyhow, God bless, take care.